Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today, we've got a message for you about somebody that is going to be taking kind of impulsive action towards you. And I'd like to say that, you heard it here first, but the High Priestess is telling me that you maybe already have an inkling that this person is missing you or finally getting to the point where they want to visit you, communicate with you. They're missing you, right? All right, let's call in Spirit Wisdom Moon Showing time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Ooh, hold on a second, you guys. Got to turn off the phone. Sorry. All right. So let's start with the situations deck. And I also felt like I should share with you guys that know that I adore Dr. Pepper. I just baked chicken in a Dr. Pepper sauce. Pretty excited about that. How's it going, Voodoo Ninja? I hope you're doing well. We've got poison. Somebody's calling me out on my cooking here, you guys. It's not fair. Toxic, unhealthy behaviors, love affair, dirty little secret, and karmic, third party. Well, this reading just took a pretty severe swerve. Hi there, Rose. How are you doing? So we had somebody that was maybe a little bit greedy, a little bit unwilling to admit that there are consequences for not playing by the rules. It feels like somebody maybe got burned here. So for some of you, this is this person was being dishonest and you know that they're going to try to come back because they've got caught, perhaps. But you're definitely seeing signs here. Hi there, Miss Joanna. How are you? And I don't know why I hear somebody laughing, but I feel like it's you because they're going to try to make an offer to you. And I feel like you know this person has like ulterior motives or secrets. You know that they're not telling you everything. So yeah, exactly. Reconciliation in the reverse. You're not interested in round 2, round 3, whatever it might be. This person is somebody that you, I think, already know quite well. You maybe even, this High Priestess may be here because you told this person that this is exactly how it would end. And they're like, I mean, I know you told me it was going to be like this, but can I please come live with you? And I feel like you just laugh, you guys. Don't mistake me for cruel. I'm one of those people where if somebody else is laughing, it's hard for me not to laugh, and I'm just hearing laughter right now. We have the Magician and the Seven of Cups. Do you see how it looks like this dude's dancing? It's my favorite part of this card. This is the Magician. This is somebody who can make shit happen. I feel like there's a couple of significances. Let's just go with meanings. There's an element of that High Priestess basically saying, you saw this coming a mile away. You decided to do something to, move away from the drama or remove this toxicity. Because with the Seven of Cups, either you saw that there was an illusion here that somebody was trying to create, or you knew there were other paths to take. You maybe even told this person, this is not going to end very well for you. You know you have another way to do this, or you can approach this a little bit more intelligently. And if you did warn them, they obviously didn't listen. But you were able to avoid some drama here by calling it as you see it. With the Six of Wands, especially because it's in this octagonal arrangement, it feels to me like there was something like, hexagonal. There was something about being even. Like, I feel you really did justice to communications or being respectful in a situation where a lot of other people would have been just like kind of flippant or not civil. We've got Four of Swords in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse, and the Knight. King of Wands, sorry. This feels to me like we've got somebody who, with the Emperor in the reverse there, was basically trying to control the situation. And I think also kind of tried to influence your opinion quite a bit. This feels like somebody who, you know how some people, when they lie, it's just they don't talk, they don't tell you what's going on. Other people go to like extreme lengths to make it seem like whatever they're saying is believable. It feels like the latter to me. Like this is somebody who talks too much. They give themselves away because of what they say after the lie. So with the King of Wands and the Fool, I feel like this is your energy, whether or not you're feminine or masculine or non-binary. We've got somebody that is willing to take, this came out in the reverse, willing to take action on a different plan or on a different offer. So in other words, this is like, I'm not really interested in rehashing the past. I know what I would get from you. It would be the same thing. I want something new. You're like, nah, like, I don't know that any of you that would resonate with this would feel like there'd be a chance to reconcile with this person. There's like, you know how there's cockiness that's not endearing, it's just annoying. And then there's cockiness where you're like, oh, you. It's that kind of cockiness. Like, no, no, no. I don't need to put up with your drama because I deserve better. It's like endearing and like just confident, right? All right, we've got the Anchor. This represents stability and a bouquet. I don't know why, but this is making me feel like, in particular, that somebody is confident because of how they're looking. So you could have had some success with regards to a diet, a change in lifestyle, or how you eat. Maybe you started taking the stairs instead of elevators. But there's something here about you feeling like you don't need to worry about whether or not you could find somebody different because you're feeling better than you have before. This could also be you feel better from a spiritual standpoint, right? You know how to see through lies and dishonest people, and you also feel good about yourself. So it's like it's a dangerous combo, right? I totally hear you, Voodoo. We could start a club. We have the House, number 4. So for some of you, there is some sort of financial stability that I think you're being asked to kind of pivot. There's something different on the horizon in terms of how you make your money. For some of you, it's literally so that you can work out of your home. But others of you, this can actually represent a website. So for others of you, there's an opportunity to work online, maybe have like an e-commerce site. But there's a change here that gives you additional stability. And it does have something to do with art, beautification, maybe even spiritual journeys. But I do feel like there is an ending here that is pleasant. It's an opportunity to move into something that you like better or that you feel more passionately about, right? Hi there, peace and love. Great timing in terms of what we're passionate about, right? I actually think we're going to switch from the Lenormand. We'll go with the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. Because, you know, skeletons, pumpkins, they kind of go together, right? We have the Fool in the reverse. Interesting because the last card we pulled from the tarot was the Fool in the upright. So I think somebody tried to control you. And like in a couple of my other recent videos, I think somebody was underestimating you, right? They didn't expect you to anticipate how something would go or see through their lies. Seven of Swords. You saw their shenanigans, their sneaking away for what it was, and either you called them out on it or you were there or heard about like something becoming kind of obvious, probably the affair. This person may have gotten like publicly flogged, obviously not, publicly ridiculed for something that wasn't so smooth, that gave away this love affair, third party situation. While somebody here was trying to, pull off some sort of like facade that they were responsible, loyal, reliable. But I don't know, look at this dude. Doesn't he kind of look shifty to you? This isn't somebody that I would like want to lend money to. I mean, we're talking about the King of Pentacles, right? Which should be somebody who's good with money. We've got the World in the reverse and the Star. This is clarifying the Emperor in the reverse. And Emperor in the reverse is honestly quite a lot about trying to control the situation and using your voice to dictate what the outcome is. So this is like somebody who's talking over other people all the time, right? It's kind of a bit of a bully. And with the World in the reverse, there's something here that this person did not end when they should have. This Emperor in the reverse was getting signs just like this High Priestess was, but this Emperor in the reverse decided to ignore those signs and didn't end something that he was supposed to end, likely the affair. As a result, with the Star, honestly, what I'm getting is there is some sort of hope here for somebody in the form of a new love. It could be literally the person, like both people this Emperor in the reverse was dealing with, getting new love, better love, and this person kind of being left out in the cold. Because nobody wants to reconcile with this dude. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody finding healing and moving forward. Somebody may also be, finding some of that healing through art or dance or something like that, because the King of Wands can be somebody who's relatively artistic. They're pretty passionate people. But I also feel like mostly what we see here is somebody who is getting some peace and quiet after letting go of a toxic situationship or partnership. Dang, Ace of Pentacles. This is a new opportunity, and 9 and 1 right next to each other. This is the 10 of Pentacles right here. So somebody is going to be seeing a lot of success, and then something additional happens. Even more pentacles. All right. We're going to continue with the Crow Tarot. Oh, that's a fun birthday. I mean, I would have probably liked 111 better, but still. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse indicates that we had some sort of delay or obstacle. It looks to me like somebody was putzing around because they hadn't made a decision. And then there was another incident pertaining to honesty and the lack thereof, right? There was another lie, almost like a test, right? Like, okay, I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask you a question, and then you lie. Hi there, Miss Christina. So as a result of that, now we have the Knight of Wands, which is all about fast action. And it's fast action pertaining to a love situation, the Two of Cups. It's also underneath the Judgment card, which is all about making decisions, hearing the call, taking action. That damn Emperor in the reverse underneath the other Emperor in the reverse. We also have the Three of Cups. I really feel like this Emperor in the reverse was with two partners, unwilling to be honest about the situation. And it's kind of like we might see the Tower in the reverse because this is somebody who was not willing to choose between two people. And as a result, they were obviously being dishonest and disrespectful. And it was all because they couldn't choose, right? So then sometimes what happens is you lose both of those things. Because this person was not listening to the signs. They were disregarding those signs, even though I think there's a pretty solid chance this high priestess energy said, this is how this is going to end. This could be one of the people in the actual third party situation. It could also be like a mom, a sister, a grandma, brother. It doesn't have to be a female, right? So we've got Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Kind of interesting to have the progression, especially because there's a victory here, but with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, what I'm getting is it was at the wrong time. This could also signify that somebody's abundance is timed to be right after you do not reconcile with this person because this abundance needs to be protected. So if you were to be with this Emperor in the reverse and you had this success and this additional pentacle, there's a chance that this Emperor in the reverse would take it. So there's dependencies here, right? You have to demonstrate you're willing to move away from toxic people before you get the abundance, right? Hi there, Patricia. Hi, Maria. Welcome. So we've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I see this as jealousy. There may have been a bit of a copycat energy here with the two lines, but I also feel there's a difficulty in achieving one's goals because of somebody that was a bit of a burden in your life, right? Three of Swords in the reverse, but somebody is making moves and healing from whatever has caused this heartbreak. And I love to see the Three of Swords in the reverse. This is figuring out how to move past something that has, disappointed you or made you feel like you were betrayed. All right. We're going to continue with the Kipper. Kipper, dipper, flipper. I'm so glad you did that, Voodoo. You got to do that every once in a while, right? We have High Honor and Courthouse. So for some of you, there is some sort of legal settlement here or some sort of promotion that's kind of a big deal. Maybe like a federal contract or something. This opportunity or this blessing is something that is worthy of bragging about. It's distinction, for sure. Maybe representative of several years of expertise. And it could result in a journey. Maybe you get a job offer overseas or you have some sort of on-site meeting, but there's some excitement over here. And this journey could lead to meeting somebody new. Courtship. For others of you, this courtship underneath courthouse means somebody is dealing with the legal ramifications of a courtship. So there could be like restraining orders, there could be child custody concerns, but there is something here pertaining to a relationship and the courthouse. I think mostly there's a good connotation here because we've got high honor and journey, everything's in the upright. So I feel like it's a good outcome. And then we've got great fortune coming out as well. Sorry, yeah, great fortune. I think once one thing falls into place, if you feel more comfortable with your finances or your career, then it makes it a lot easier for you to tackle the other stuff, right? Hi there, Real McCoy. How's it going? Cash settlement? I totally agree. We've got concern in the reverse. So I think there's like something definitely financial, some sort of blessing here that is going to make things a lot easier for you. And there's a situation that brings you into like contact with a soulmate, possibly someone you've known already that you didn't date, but for many of you, I think this is a brand new person. All right, let's see. We'll go with the tarot familiars. Ten of Wands, Three of Swords. So this feels to me like whatever heartbreaking situation may have happened, especially if it was pertaining to a living situation, the end is near. So especially if you're dealing with a court situation, you're almost done with this. So keep trucking. We've got the Nine of Wands underneath the coffin. So I feel like there's an end to the arguing or the back and forth. Maybe you have to agree on, dividing assets, something like that. Two of Pentacles in the reverse and Ace of Pentacles. Another Ace of Pentacles, you guys. This is nice. So you go from having to maybe be a little bit more frugal and a little bit, cautious with regards to budgeting to feeling like you have what you need. You don't really have to be, balancing things the way you might have to at previous times, right? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, we had that right here, but this one's in the upright. I like that. There's a little bit of frustration coming off this card because I feel like the wolf is upset that he can't move. He wants to move faster. So you may feel like you know where you want to go and it's taking too long to get all of the details sorted. Maybe there's a little bit of travel restrictions, or you need to go get the car checked out, or your flight gets delayed. But the good thing here is it's still progress, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles may be the slowest energy, but it's also the most reliable because this is the one that indicates there's been some sort of plan, right? Or methodology. Sorry, guys. I'm like totally tripping over my words. Seven of Swords. Just like here. This is about trickery, right? It's underneath the Two of Cups. So there was some sort of mask being worn in this relationship. Someone not wanting to be honest about who they were. Four of Pentacles. There were secrets being kept. And it was kind of tense here. It seems like there would be more arguments and, like less enjoyment, less laughter. Things were tense. The Hermit and the Four of Wands. So there was a need to find some introspection, some solitude, maybe, a sudden realization, honestly, is what I'm getting. Somebody realizing that you can have history with somebody, you can have a really, spiritual connection with them, you can love them. But if there is a problem with the foundation, if it is faulty, if you can't rely on that person, I think somebody here was really taking some time out to consider whether or not it was time to call it quits. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, indicating some disloyalty here. Look at how cute those guys are. But when they're in the reverse, it means somebody wasn't feeling, the love. Someone didn't feel like it was just the two of us. Four of Swords, decidedly sideways. Sorry, Five of Swords. There is an element of sabotage in this relationship. Someone may kind of struggle with communication, I think, in particular, is what I'm picking up on. And that makes it really difficult to hash through or hash out those arguments or the complaints that somebody has. And that, I think, leads to some pretty quick escalation or frustration. Tell me more about the Magician. This is the miniature Rider-Waite, by the way. Hierophant. This is somebody sticking to, I think, a plan, but also morals, and deciding that you have the resources to take leave or move somewhere else, change the situation that you're in. Hierophant can mean marriage. King of Wands. This is coming out as somebody who was maybe dealing with a sex addiction. So I feel like this person has had trouble keeping their focus on one place. And with the Tower coming out, there is, I think, kind of like a fortress that this King of Wands left unattended because of his pursuits of flesh. So it's like somebody who was supposed to be guarding a home or some structure decided to leave it unattended, and then it got attacked. Now, that could be literal or unliteral. If anything got attacked, by the way, my condolences. But we definitely have like somebody who was not thinking about what they already had and did something foolish, and I think you're about to lose it, or you just did. Emperor in the reverse, please. There was a long history here, lots of memories made together, making it really difficult to be honest, even though I think I'm talking to somebody who is quite honest in general. There's a sense here that you have some softness when it comes to this person, right? You may not be quite as defensive of your boundaries with this person. But we've got the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like there's some sort of financial situation that's really kind of bothering you at this point. But with the Nine of Pentacles twice, there is, I think, a lot changing right now. You may have already started to see it improving. Maybe the change in year was already noticeably better for you. Tell me about sudden wealth, please, or great fortune. New beginning, right by the Ace of Pentacles, too. This is coming in fast. So get your affairs in order and remember to read the small print, okay? Damn, you guys, we have this High Priestess showing up again, and she's right underneath the Seven of Swords. Somebody saw the lie from a King of Cups. This masculine energy could have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in their chart. And we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse underneath the King of Wands. There's a pretty good chance here we have somebody that has some insecurities that they address through external validation or a sexual addiction. But we've got somebody here that was lying about their whereabouts or what they were doing, and another person that saw right through it. Tell me about the Five of Wands, please. The Lovers in the reverse and Five of Wands. I love it when I get clarification and it's the exact same card. So it's like, okay, I get it. I get it. It's the Five of Wands. Someone didn't make a choice. The Lovers is about a choice and instead decided to keep both people. You can't do that. You get like, a slap across the back of the head by universe. Just like, what do you think you're doing? That's greedy. Tell me about the Three of Swords. King of Swords. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Oh, lordy. This feels like a very intelligent, duplicitous person. And this Queen of Wands in the reverse could actually be another element to the same person or a different person. But this is the Three of Swords in the house. So I think there was somebody potentially even using a shared residence for these shenanigans. Because we have the Three of Swords, right? The heartbreak. Yeah. Three's a crowd, you guys. We've got King of Swords, Queen of Wands in the reverse, and the Empress. But what does that say to me? We've got somebody here who is way more evolved, way more high vibrational than the other two. I would guess this is our High Priestess. And she's going to be getting a cup of love. I think one that more appropriately matches her high honor. Tell me about courtship. Magician in the reverse. Okay. So we've got the Six of Wands, but we've also got the Magician in the reverse. I think this is a message that some of you should be working on how you conceptualize love. And in other words, specifically, I want you to envision the relationship you want instead of worrying that every new person is going to have that same problem. Basically addressing baggage, right? The Magician in the reverse is telling me you are more powerful at manifesting than you think. And sometimes you manifest what you don't want because you're thinking about what you don't want. So, All right. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles. Dang.